Good, rather. It's the worst days of my life. How about that?
Okay, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I wanted to ask you, with news of the separation, how are you holding up?
Not holding up very well. I would say the other man, maybe I'll be an example for other men, cautionary tale. Don't neglect your wife. You see how me at the airport now, flying out, as I have for 40 or for 25 years. My wife has been third, serving the community, taping my show, having fun with friends. That's what happens, guys. Never be too busy or never have too much fun beyond your life.
Didn't Judge Mathis once stand in front of everyone and swear he would fight for his marriage no matter what? If that was true, then why are we still hearing stories about him being seen with other women, acting like he was single and carefree? People are saying that Greg really thought a few public apologies, some staged displays of affection, and that good family man image would be enough to make Linda do what she usually does, stay quiet, forgive, and hold things together. But the first divorce filing wasn't a threat. It was a clear message from Linda that her patience had run out. Insider reports suggest this wasn't a one-time mistake. Greg allegedly kept stepping out, promising to change, and then going right back to the same behavior. He assumed Linda would keep tolerating his disrespect to protect their public image and their finances. The main reason Linda filed for divorce was reportedly because she caught him with a younger woman. She only gave him another chance because he promised he would change. But behind closed doors, things were very different. Linda is said to have endured far more than anyone knew, while Greg continued to play the role of the devoted husband in public.
Mathis Family Matters, and as you see on there, our influence is that, black families are great families, and no, they're not filled with, just inner fighting.
Now Linda has reached the point where her patience is completely gone. This didn't happen suddenly. For years, there were whispers that Judge Mathis was getting involved with other women whenever he traveled for work or spent long hours away from home, which was often. After nearly 40 years together, Linda reportedly had suspicions that her husband wasn't always alone during these trips. But she chose to ignore it, trying to keep their family together. That tolerance, however, seemed to give Greg more confidence to push boundaries and take more risks. Things escalated when Linda heard rumors that her husband might have fathered a secret child, someone who shared his features. That was the breaking point. It was like everything she had been holding in finally exploded. Insiders say their relationship had become a cycle of fighting, making up and separating again. While Judge Mathis was out building his public image and becoming famous, Linda stayed mostly at home, raising the children and managing the household. She believed she was supporting her husband so he could succeed and protect the family, but instead he was allegedly betraying her trust. The hurt ran even deeper, knowing he may have embarrassed her publicly and possibly fathered another child, while she worked tirelessly as his partner, wife, and caretaker. And this wasn't even the first time Greg had been caught cheating. Remember the drama with Wendy Williams? After she accused him of seeing other women, Judge Mathis went all out to defend himself, even dragging her into the mess. People knew that kind of aggressive defense usually hides the truth. All of this paints a picture of a marriage strained by repeated betrayals, public facades, and private heartbreak. While he played the role of devoted husband and successful figure in public, behind closed doors, it seems Linda was enduring pain, disappointment, and deception that no one else could see.
Now, that might not be true according to you about this woman that allegedly you slept with, allegedly got her pregnant. Listen to this. Let me draw up the skeleton, Judge, and then you fill in the meat.
Wendy, I didn't read that part. Now you making that up.
Okay, let me draw up.
And WBLS about to be sued for defamation. You gonna make some stuff.
Okay,
up here
Judge,
that
you
wasn't
are
even alleged.
Okay,
now, that's called defamation.
All right.
That's called defamation, Wendy.
Okay.
She did not allege that.
All right, look.
I'll tell you what she alleged. It wasn't that.
All right, you tell me what she alleged, Judge, in all of your anger.
I'm not angry.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I also got it. I didn't do it.
I also
and
got
I
it
have
from
nothing to do with it. And I don't know the woman, never met her, never used cocaine. Now, let's talk about fueling your stuff. You on the other hand, have admitted to being addicted to cocaine.
Absolutely.
Secondly, you continue to show symptoms of your addiction.
Okay.
Lastly,
What
I
are those
heard that you
symptoms? Tell me.
these nasal passages you keep
Yes.
coughing up.
And I did
Secondly,
Afrin.
this eternal cold that you continue to have.
Yes, oh,
that
yes.
you can't have to come to work because every other
Okay.
now you even stupid so low as to blame it on your baby, your newborn. How low can you get? That's about as low as you can get to blame your child for your cocaine addiction. And then, lastly,
Judge.
your bisexual activity. I'm sure your audience want to know about that. I've heard that rumor.
I'm sure my husband would love that.
Yeah. Oh, he watches. Does he watch when you do it?
Yes, don't you know?
No, I don't know. I didn't know you were that low down. Lastly, we can continue with what I heard about all those abortions. Like 8. You had 8 abortions. That's what I heard. That's the rumor.
How
Now you want to keep
interesting.
fueling that? Did you write about that in your book?
I wrote.
There were even rumors that Judge Mathis was openly flirting with women on Instagram, and Linda reportedly tolerated it far longer than she should have. In fact, it was no secret among their friends and social circles. You know how Hollywood couples work. Everything looks perfect on the outside, but behind closed doors, it's a whole different story. So when Linda finally filed for divorce the first time, everyone assumed that Greg must have crossed a serious line for her to reach that point. Sources say the details Linda included in her divorce filings were enough to tarnish the flawless image Judge Mathis had spent his entire career building. The public Judge Mathis is a brand, and any crack in that image could have affected his reputation and career. That's why he reportedly had to step up, take responsibility, and show he was serious about making things right. For a while it seemed to work. The couple was seen going on dates, and Judge Mathis proudly displayed a happy home life. Linda even called off the divorce, allegedly because of their shared wealth and assets, making sure she protected what she deserved. But the truth is, insiders say their marriage always had an unspoken agreement. Greg could have fun, but he had to come back home. Over time, though, he spent more energy with other women than with his wife. That behavior frustrated Linda and led to the divorce acting as a warning for him to get his act together. Unfortunately, it didn't take long for him to return to his old habits. Now Linda has reached her limit. With Greg retired and more time to focus on family, people say there's no excuse for him to keep making the same mistakes. Linda is finally speaking up, refusing to stay quiet while being embarrassed and disrespected. Fans and insiders are wondering if it's finally time for her to take a stand and cut ties for good. So what do you think? Should Linda give the wandering judge another chance? Or is it time for her to move on and close this chapter for good? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.